forgot that I was going to be the first person speaking. So hello, everyone. I'm not just the soul crazy one who looks this way, but thank you guys so much for joining. I hope that everyone can hear me. My name is Crystal Scott, and I am the Director of Resource Development here at Pensacola Habitat for Humanity. And we are so excited to have you guys with us today to discuss all things Women Build 2021. And hoping that you learned something today about Pensacola Habitat for Humanity and what Women Build exactly is. So Quinn is our lovely event communications coordinator, and she asked me to cover several things. First off, we just completed and dedicated our 1400th home. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity is in its 40th year, and we are so thrilled to be able to continue to bring affordable home ownership to our service area. Our service area includes Escambia and Santa Rosa counties. And so 1,400 homes and 40 years is something that everybody at Pensacola Habitat is extremely proud of. So I appreciate everyone's interest and really looking forward to sharing Women Build, which is going to be extra special, as every event has been so far this year in our 40th year. So Pensacola Habitat for Humanity started out as a what's the word I'm looking for? Solely run from volunteers, and kind of the superstar volunteer for Pensacola Habitat, the woman who kind of made us who we are and grew us from scratch, basically, is Miss Betty Salter. She served over 20 years as a volunteer executive director for our organization. Her and her husband pretty much single-handedly, with the assistance and help of many volunteers and many donors, and sheer drive to grow our organization from all volunteers into what it is today. And today, out of 1,100 affiliates in the United States, Pensacola Habitat for Humanity is proud to be 25th in the nation. So that's very exciting. What else do I need to cover? A lot of people have reached out to us just from the community, our stakeholders, donors, volunteers, just anyone, just wanting to know a little bit about how COVID and the pandemic has affected Pensacola Habitat as far as operations are concerned. And, I am happy and thankful to be able to report that while the pandemic and Sally very much affected us as an organization, it also very much affected our homeowners. Currently, we service about 920 mortgages. So we have 920 individuals and families in the community who pay a mortgage payment directly to Pensacola Habitat. And so when the pandemic, was first coming to light early of last year, we were very scared, because the people who were affected the most by the pandemic, whether it was work related or their jobs were affected, those are the people, those are the families that Pensacola Habitat for Humanity serves. And so we are very thankful to say that even through a pandemic, and even through Hurricane Sally and the devastation that it brought to our area, last year we were still able to build and complete 20 homes for 20 amazing families here in Escambia and Santa Rosa County. So again, we are very proud of the things that we have been able to accomplish. And we are very hopeful for the future of Pensacola Habitat for Humanity. And we're excited that you've decided to join us. So with that, I'm not quite sure who's next, but Kristen OBrien, my neighbor and my lovely, lovely friend. Kristen has been, there she is, and she's muted. Kristen has been with our organization for quite some time now. She wears many, many hats aside from that beautiful pink hard hat that she has on. But she gets super pumped up about Women Build, and so I'm excited to hear what she has to say. So take it away, Kristen.
Yes. So Women Build is one of my favorite things that we do every year, as you can tell, because I am literally dressed in pink all over, including my lipstick today, because I love Women Build. Our special builds are really dear to my heart because it really gives the opportunity for our volunteers to understand what we do on a much deeper level. They get to actually work with and communicate with one of our home buyers going through their program and understand why we as staff are so passionate about what we do every day and why Pensacola Habitat means so much to us. And so I want to talk a little bit about what exactly is Women Build. So some fun, interesting facts, because this year has been all about the historical facts of Pensacola Habitat, with it being the 40th year. So HFHI, which is Habitat for Humanity International, which is the big, what we call big habitat in Atlanta, actually initiated the Women Build in 1991. And then in Pensacola Habitat actually had their first ever Women Build in 2013. So this is actually our 8th annual Women Build, which is really exciting. I can't wait till we get to our 10th and our 20th and our 40th. It's going to be really awesome. But the main purpose of Women Build is for us as women in our community to come together and get to know a little bit about who we are, what we do. It is just as much of a advocacy initiative as it is a fundraising initiative and a building and volunteering initiative. Because it's important. We can talk about what we do all day long, but whenever the community hears it from other people who have experienced it, it means that much more. And so we have all kinds of women from all kinds of different backgrounds that come together every year. I think last year we had 144 women participate, and we actually built on Miss Kay's home, the lovely home buyer you see in your picture in front of you, and she is absolutely the most special person. She is absolutely amazing. And so we actually built along with Kay last year. Last year was a little bit unique because of COVID, but she took it in stride. And so that is actually some of our women builders building on our home last year. And in the bottom picture is probably one of my favorite pictures that we actually took last year. And I didn't know it was my favorite until we did our food truck festival. Because we actually, she came and volunteered to work at the International Women Build tent at our Pensacola Habitat Food Truck Festival that we just had a few months ago. And we were talking about this picture, and she says, Kristen, I don't know if I ever told you the story about that picture and why that was so important to me. And I said, no. And she said, well, my mom, or her mom, is sick. And that's one of the reasons, if you go and watch her story from last year, she talks about that's one of the reasons why she wanted to own her own home, so that when her mom needed somewhere to stay, she had that Kay had a stable place to live, that she could take care of her mom. Well, her mom is not in Florida, and she was really sick, but she was so proud of her daughter for going after her dream of owning an affordable house. And so she actually had her mom's best friend came and went on the work site and actually wrote a note from her mom as a surprise for Kay. And Kay didn't know until that day, when I actually came and took her picture. And so that is probably one of her favorite things in the house is because that love, not just from her mom, but all of the women builders that participated that year, is literally built into the bones of the house. It is literally built on love and prayers and all kinds of good things. And so that is why Women Build is so incredibly special for me. It's more than just building a house. It's really truly building a community. It's lifting people up within our community. And so yeah, there's a lot of really fun initiatives we're going to talk about going forward. And I think that Siobhan is next. And so she's going to talk a little bit about her experiences with Women Build and how long she's actually been participating in Women Build with us and why Women Build is important to her. So take it away, Siobhan.
Hi, thanks so much, Kristen. I am Siobhan Gallagher. I have been volunteering with Habitat for Humanity since 2015, and I'm this year's Women Build Committee Chairwoman and also serve as a board member. So I'm really excited to be here with you today. Women Build is the reason that I got involved with Habitat for Humanity. This is my 7th year building. So I've got 6 stickers on my hat, and I'm so proud of the work that Habitat does in Pensacola overall. But the stories that come with being a woman working on Women Build is just so inspiring. Some of the things that I really think, we get involved in this work because we want to give back to other people, but I think it's really I've received so much from being a part of this program. And I think that's something that is really interesting and fun to experience. By recruiting and educating and inspiring people in our community to fundraise, we really can help transform the people's lives in the community. No experience is needed. I certainly did not have any construction or building experience and have learned so much. Every year I learn a new task. I try to volunteer in a different day. So we have skilled crew leaders that help with us, and it really is confidence building. And I've used some of those skills in my own home. It gives us an opportunity to earn one of a kind incentives this year. So the hard hat is one that we're all modeling for you today. We also have really seen a lot of development of connections with other people from different backgrounds and different participants. We really see year to year some of the same people coming back, the strength of those relationships. It's some of the friends that I build with, I may not have seen them since last year, but they were on my team initially to start, and I'll build with them again this year. So that is really an experience, I think, that benefits the community, but also benefits the participants. And I think my favorite thing about Women Build is getting to meet the home buyer. I remember each dedication. I remember the inspiring stories that go along with it. I think one year, the one that got me the most was, I'm a big pet lover. I love dogs. And the child of the homeowner was saying how much it meant to her because it was the first time that she was going to be allowed to have a dog, because they didn't have to worry about all the rules around having pets and rentals. So I think everybody finds something unique about this experience that's really meaningful to them. And I think in addition to really building homes in our community, that experience is just one of a kind. I'm not sure who's next. Is it Quinn?
It is. Thank you so much, Siobhan. That was lovely. I am Quinn. Thank you everyone for joining again. And this is actually going to be my first Women Build as well. So I'm like extra excited about it. It's one of the things I've always kind of known that Habitat for Humanity does. And then, when I was applying for the job and things like that, I just kept thinking about Women Build because women empowerment is just very important to me and very necessary in our community. And I love, meeting other women that have that same drive and power. So I'm just super excited. And let's take a look to see some ways that we can get involved. Of course, when you think of Women Build, you think of being on the build site, putting up truss, hammering nails into the houses, things like that. But there's so many more ways to get involved, like Kristen was saying. It goes way deeper, way further than just building the house. For one, praying for Pensacola Habitat and all of our home buyers, the homeowners that we've served in the past, making sure that, they have bright futures. Praying for our volunteers that are on the build sites, that are putting the hard work and sweat in, praying for our staff, praying for our donors, everybody involved. It really is a community involvement, and prayers go a long way. So that would be much appreciated. Donating lunches to our volunteers is another very important part of this campaign. So we love to provide a snack. The volunteers are out there all day long, sweating their butts off and swinging hammers. So to be able to provide nutrition to them and to keep their energy going is very much appreciated if you're able to do that. And, we have had people in the past just donate lunches from a catering service, or they have built it in their kitchen themselves and brought it. Either way is greatly appreciated. Another way to get involved is by inviting us to speak at one of your group gatherings, whether that's a mom's group, or it's a book club, or it's at your church or your place of work. We'd be happy to come out and spend 30 minutes talking to your group and just spreading the word about Pensacola Habitat, what we do here, and really not only just about Women Build, but the general initiatives that we our purpose, basically. Just getting the word out does so much, and it's important to educate our community on what we do, because a lot of times people don't really know, they might have an idea in their head, but until they volunteer with us, or until they attend one of our events or something like that, do they really get a good concept of what Pensacola Habitat is all about. Another way you can get involved is by becoming a Women Build champion. And this doesn't necessarily mean that, you're on a Women Build team and you're out there building the home. This could just mean that you are open to spreading the word about Women Build itself, whether you're a point of contact at your workplace. If your coworkers have questions, we can kind of funnel those through the Women Build champion, so that no one's getting any miscommunication or anything like that. Another way is, generate awareness about the importance of affordable housing. A lot of people, may take it for granted and not really think about the hardships that come with not being able to own a home. There's really a lot to it, and to just be able to be that voice of reason, to explain to people, it's huge. It goes a long way. And then maybe the next year that person will think about, maybe I will volunteer and put some hours in and help that out. It goes a long way. Another fun way to get involved, and one of my favorite ways actually, is by simply placing a 2x4 that we would provide you, of course, in one of your gathering areas, whether it's at your church, at your workplace, anything like that. And that takes no effort at all. These are 2x4s that you can send messages on, like what Kristen was sharing with that picture with Kay. It really means a lot to the homeowners and the home buyers. And it's just a fun way. Maybe you can't, supply 3-4 hours out at the build site, but you want to send your well wishes to the home buyer. It's just a really cool way to, again, spread our message, create an option for everyone to be involved, no matter what their level of comfort is. And it's just a really fun, cute way. So, but of course, there are so many ways to get involved. Please reach out if there's something that you are thinking of that isn't on this list. We'd be happy to hear it out. Moving forward, like Kristen was saying, this is not just an initiative to build this home for our future homeowner, but it's also a fundraising initiative. And this, we encourage a team of 10, but you can also sign up as an individual. We encourage the team raises $5,000 as a goal, and that comes out to $500 per team member. And, we have multiple ways to do this. You are allowed to provide the donation up front. And with that, you actually get a lot of different benefits. For example, if your company were to sponsor a team, we would be able to put your company's logo on all of their marketing efforts, as well as a sign out at the build site. Some just different sponsorship benefits that you'd be able to receive if you do make that payment up front. But there are options too, of course. fundraise in your community, in our community, and raise the money that way so that you're not paying out of your own pocket. And just some ideas that we've put here on the slide that teams have done in the past. Team garage or yard sales, that's always a big one. I mean, right now it's spring cleaning. It would be a perfect time to get all the stuff out that you don't want anymore out of your house and put it out on sale for someone who would really, you know, maybe they're moving into a new home, or maybe, you know, they're looking for gifts for a new homeowner. Really, it's a fun way to raise money, and it's a lot of times successful. So another way you can do it is hosting a spaghetti dinner. You know, those are always a big hit, to just gather with your friends and family and have a nice dinner. An easy way to collect money is by just collecting change. You know, again, takes no effort. Put a change jar out in your gathering or lobby of your workplace, or at your church, wherever. And, you know, people are always cleaning out their purse, emptying out their pockets. And a little fun fact right here, you can hold approximately 20,000 pennies, and that's $200. I mean, it's so quick how much that adds up. And I mean, you're halfway to your goal already, your personal goal. So just little things like that. And, you know, we encourage the team members and the teams to be creative with it. We've seen so many different ideas, and whether you're raising $800 at something or $50, like I said, every little bit helps. And this is just securing, you know, giving confidence that more home buyers in the future are going to be able to have a home that we're going to be able to build for them. So again, the sky's the limit, and we are here to help you brainstorm ideas. We are here to help you market your ideas. If you're throwing events, we will put it on our pages. We're here to support you guys, because of course you guys are here to support us. So it's a full circle. We're all big one team here, and it just gets me really excited. So here are some dates regarding Women Build. So jot down in your calendars. July 15th, we are planning to have our Women Build kickoff breakfast. Typically it is a breakfast that we gather in person. Right now, it's kind of to be determined, depending on, you know, what the state is at with COVID and things like that. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that we will be able to gather in person, because the kickoff is also when we meet the homeowner who's going to be moving into the house that we are building for Women Build. So it's usually a really fun day, and I really hope that we can get together in person and you know, mingle and share ideas and meet each other. On October 21st is our Women Build yard sale. So that's kind of what I was talking about in one of the previous slides. This Women Build yard sale, we actually all come together. We invite all of the teams and individuals that are participating to bring our things together that we're going to be donating for sale at the yard sale. And that's just a really fun way to kind of all put our heads together, put our efforts together, and raise a bunch of money for Women Build. October 1st is going to be the Women Build celebration and our graffiti bridge paint. So this is, you know, right before the groundbreaking, right before we start building on the house. And this is just another way to celebrate how much money we've raised. We'll make that announcement. And we'll also, you'll see in one of the pictures up on your screen, paint the graffiti bridge for Women Build. That's another fun way. Everyone, you know, loves the graffiti bridge down here in Pensacola. And it's just a really you know, big statement to make, and we paint it all pink and let everyone know that we're going to be building a house for a lucky woman in need. And I'm so excited for that. I've seen so many pictures and it looks like a blast. October 2nd, which is a Saturday, is when we're going to start the Women Build. That's where we're going to break the ground, and you know, we'll all get all the teams out there. You'll see in that top picture on the right of this screen is one of the groundbreakings in the past. But and then the following week, Tuesday through Saturday, we're going to build on the house. And as a team, or if you're an individual volunteering, you'll select one of those days to serve. So no, I don't expect everyone to be out there, you know, all week building the house. So you just pick a day, and that's when your team will go out with another team or two, and you'll go and build the house. So stay tuned. Shannon's gonna give you a little bit of information of where to go from here, where to find more information. So here you are, Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon Lewis. I'm the AmeriCorps Outreach Coordinator, and I'm also a Pensacola Habitat for Humanity homeowner. I closed on my home last March 2020, and I'm so excited to be participating in this year's Women Build. So to sign up for Women Build, you would just go to www.womenbuild.pensacolahabitat.org. Easy peasy. First, you'll be prompted to create your own individual account. That's first and foremost. And then you can sign up as an individual participant or create a team or join a team. If you're a team's leader, you can go to your dashboard and click the Create a Team button. Of course, if you have any trouble signing up or anything, any questions, give us a call at 850-434-5456. We'll be happy to help you walk through it. Once you've completed your sign up, you'll receive a confirmation email with important information. So be sure to check that inbox regularly. We send a lot of things through email. And equally as important is joining our 2021 Women Build Facebook group. So on Facebook, you'll just search out our Women Build Facebook, 2021 Women Build, Pensacola Habitat Women Build 2021. And we created it for all the participants to join. It's more than just a Facebook group of just information. It's a place where women builders can connect with each other. We encourage you to share photos at the build site, fundraising ideas, just all kinds of things. Sometimes teams will join together and fundraise together. Also use the hashtag PinkHammers2021. So we invite you to join that as soon as possible if you have not already done so. And of course, if you have any questions, just a reminder, you can type your questions in the comment box on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, and we'll be happy to answer. And thank you. I think Crystal is next with closing remarks.
I am. So I am, again, just thrilled to have everyone join us today, whether you have participated in the past or whether you are contemplating becoming a first-time builder. We are thrilled to have you join with us in this exciting initiative. This year's Women Build will be like no other because, as we mentioned before, it is our 40th anniversary, and I am just really to the moon about what we've been able to accomplish over the last year and looking forward to just exponential growth and serving more families here in Escambia and Santa Rosa counties. I did just want to remind everyone what Shannon just mentioned. Those are kind of the next steps. Even though you may not be 100% sure if you want to join Women Build just yet, I would encourage you to go ahead and join the Facebook group and go ahead and join through womenbuild.pensacolahabitat.org. That is a way to ensure that you're receiving the most up-to-date information about what's next as far as Women Build is concerned. So go ahead and do that. There's no obligation, once you do those two things. So I would recommend doing that. I also want to remind everyone that the next time we see you guys will be on June the 15th, and we will have selected our home buyer for Women Build 2021. And she will be introduced to our women builders. She will be telling her story, and it's going to be a really, really magical event. I look forward every year to being able to introduce our next home buyer. And so it's a really exciting time, and we look forward to seeing you in July. But again, please go ahead and join the Facebook group, join the womenbuild.habitat, PensacolaHabitat.org. I don't know if I said that right, but anyway, and we will look forward to seeing you in July. And I don't know if there's any questions, but if you guys want to all pop back up for any questions that anyone might have.
I'm not seeing any questions at this time. But if you do, think of a question after this webinar, please feel free to give me a call. Our phone number is right here. My email is right there as well. You can also, like Crystal was saying, contact us through our Facebook page or anything of that sort. We check it all. So Thank you again so much for attending this info session. We hope you learned a bunch about Women Build, and we're so excited to hopefully meet you and get started on this Women Build effort. So thank you so much, guys.